So now we are going to learn the subject of artificial intelligence. Now we are in first unit. This first unit is about introduction of artificial neural networks and also its structure. So this first unit has 6 topics. First one is introduction of artificial neural networks. Second one, biological neurons and artificial neurons and its differences. The third one is model of and artificial neural networks. Activation. Next one is activation functions used in ANN. Right. After that, the last topic in first unit is typical classes of network architectures. Now, in today's class, we are going to discuss about introduction of artificial neural networks. Right. An artificial neural network is also called as neural network. Here, artificial neural, right? Artificial neural network or artificial, see, artificial neuron network. Artificial neural network, popularly known as a neural network. Neural network is a computational model based on the structure and functions of biological neural networks. What it is? It is a computational model, or you may call it is a simulation model. Simulation model. So, which is developed based on the structure and functions of biological neural networks. Okay, biological neural networks in the sense it is a human nervous system. Biological neural network is also called as a human brain system, isn't it? How a human being brain brain system is functioning. So, uh, in the same manner, our artificial neural network will be worked. Okay, it will also receive the information, process that info received information, and also it will produce some outcome. Okay, based on the processing in by using a computer or by using a machine, right? So here we are going to create intelligence to a mission. So which kind of intelligence we are going to include into our missions, in the sense it is uh, the it is a biological nerve system of a human being. How a human being brain system is functioning and worked based on the situations. So the same, how our brain system is receives the input or receives the things, and how it will be react after that, how it will perform the actions on a based on a situation. In the same manner, our artificial neural network is also worked. Actually, this artificial neural network is one of the topic of artificial intelligence. So what we are going to do in artificial intelligence? Just artificial intelligence is also a complete subject about about a creation of intelligence to a missions. So that work based on that works and react like a human being. So how a human being performs the regular activities in such a same manner, this artificial intelligence system or artificial neural network system is also performed the tasks. Okay, so this is the one of the important topic in artificial intelligence, and this is a very important important topic in today's scenario. Okay, based on the many human beings requirements, right? Okay, for example, if you take the general situation, for that situation, how a human being reacts or solving his problem. So, for example, if you want to travel from Guntur to Hyderabad, okay, now if you have a task to travel from Guntur to Hyderabad, how you are going to take the decisions? Which kind of transportation you are going to prefer to travel from here to Hyderabad? Okay, how you are going to choose that one? Okay, now we are facing some pandemic situations, right? So in these situations, if you want to, okay, if you need a safe journey, then you may hire one car. Okay, by taking that kind of decision, you will reach to the Hyderabad. Okay, you have multiple choices. There is a buses or some individual other trains or airplanes. Here you are having multiple options to travel from Guntur to Hyderabad. But if you want to travel safely, then I mean to prevent from COVID, then better to hire or better to go for your own vehicle. Okay, in such a manner, the human being thinks about a situation and he will take the decisions. Okay, if you supply the same things to a mission also, which systems had this artificial neural network. So for that missions, if you will supply the same input, okay, it will also think same like a human being, and it will give the almost the same result, almost the same result to the particular person. So this is just a artificial one. This neural network is a artificial one. Okay, our brain system is a natural one or original one. Here we are developing a simulation or computational model of neural network. Okay, it's completely based on a functioning of a human brain system. It's a artificial one or a simulation of human brain system. So based on the situation, it may go for the it would take the decisions. So based on computation model. So in this computation model has some algorithms. Which kind of algorithms it has within it? Maybe those are the not maybe 100% those are the learning algorithms. Learning algorithms in the sense based on the situation. Okay, based on the past experiences. So it may take the decisions and it will do the good outcome based on the situation like a human being. Okay, this is our artificial neural network subject, right? And see the second point, the term neural is derived from what is actually neural here? Okay, it may be a okay neuron or it's a nerve of a human brain, right? Network in the sense, just why are we using the term network? If we want to connect more than one system with one another to share the information, then we are in need of a network. In the same way, if you want to Okay, if you want to connect your your neurons with one with another by using a network here, isn't it? For assessing the situations and taking the decisions like a human being, isn't it? So a neural network is a group of algorithms. What it is? Neural network is a group of algorithms that certify the underlying relationship in a set of data similar to the human being, human brain. So it has the group of algorithms. If you will provide the input to that algorithms, it produce the output the same, the same how a human brain can be worked for that input in such a manner it will produce the output to us. Okay, so that is about neural network, right? Coming to the fourth point, ANN are also named as artificial neural systems, parallel distributed processing systems, or connectionist systems. Okay, artificial neural network or artificial neural network are also called as artificial neural systems, parallel distributed processing systems, or connectionist systems, right? And coming to the next slide, here we are going to discuss about layers in neural network. Actually, how many layers are there in neural network to process the given data? Um, as we know that basically there are three different layers are there in our neural network. Coming to the first one is input layer, second one is hidden layer, third one is output layer. So if you'll observe the diagram, the input layer is represented in blue circles or blue nodes, and here layers hidden layers are represented in green nodes. Output layers are represented by using a yellow nodes. Okay, what is input layer, what is hidden layer, and what is output layer? Okay, what are the jobs of these three layers in a neural network? Now we are going to learn. Right. Coming to the first one, the input layer. Input layer in the sense it is input layer. All the inputs are fed into the model through this layer. So whatever the inputs you want to supply to the model or to the simulation model, computational model, whichever we have inside our mission, okay, to supply input to that model, then you are going to use or you are going to take the support of a input layer here. It communicates with the external environment that presents a pattern to a neural network, right? And coming to the second one is a hidden layer. There can be more than one hidden layer which are used for processing the inputs received from the input layer. So what it is going to do? The hidden layer is going to perform processing, processing of a input data which is received from input layers. And third one is output layer. This output layer, the data after processing is made available at the output layer. After processing the given data, it produces one kind of result. That result is called a output layer here. Then, for example, for example, if you have a addition program, if you have a addition program in your computer, how you are going to give a input to that program and which kind of output you will get that particular program as usual. Okay, so based on the variables of the particular program, you are going to supply the values. Suppose your addition program having a b c variables, then you are going to supply the input data of a equal to 10, b equal to 10 and c equal to 5. Then this is the input. You are going to supply this input values to your program, addition program. Then it will process that data, given input data, and it would perform the addition operation. Then it would return you a result or output. So what is the addition of 10 plus 10 plus 5? Obviously it's 25. 25 is the output, isn't it? Here you are supplying three values 10, 10, 5, and the program is processed that given values and it produce some result, that is the 25, isn't it? So in the same manner, our ANN system is also worked, which means we are going to supply some input to a mission. So based on the input, based on the situation, it would process the data. It may be a computational calculation kind of things, or it's a logical kind of things. So it's not completely purely about a calculation type of things. It's maximum related to a logical thinking, isn't it? How a human brain can be worked for general situations. In the same manner, it would work, isn't it? So it would apply some logical thinking on that given input and it will produce the output based on the input and the model whichever you have used in hidden layer. Hidden layer is used for processing the input data here. So at this hidden layer place only we are having some learning algorithms. Okay. I think this learning algorithms model training set. I mean, these models you would learn in data mining and data warehousing itself. A little bit. You have some models in data mining and data warehousing. If you supply the input data, it would be in give some kind of results to you. It performs some kind of analysis on that given data and it would produce the results. Okay, based on the situation, isn't it? Like this, your neural network is also worked. This is about the layers of a neural network. And coming to our benefits. So, what are the benefits of neural networks? Here, we benefits of neural networks. Now, we are going to discuss about mainly two benefits. First one is its massively parallel distributed structure. Our neural network has massively parallel distributed structure, which means it will work or it will process the data in like parallel. So parallel processing in the sense at a time more than one job can be done, which means parallelly working on multiple parallelly working on multiple jobs, isn't it? So it has our neural network system has parallel distributed structure inside in it. That is the one of the benefit of neural network. Coming to the second benefit, ability to learn It has the ability to learn the situations. Based on the situations, it would generalize the things, which means it would produce the result. Okay, artificial intelligence in the sense we are providing a intelligence to our missions. How a human being would think about a some situation. The same manner, I mean, here we have some algorithms, learning algorithms. Whenever we included some learning algorithm means it has the ability to learn anything based on the situation or based on past experiences and all, right? Based on that only, it would respond to a human being, isn't it? So this is the second important benefit of a neural network, artificial neural network. Now, in this slide, we are going to learn some useful properties and some other properties and the capabilities of artificial neural networks, right? What are some other properties and other characteristics of artificial neural network here? Within that, the first one is non-linearity. The first property of artificial neural network is the non-linearity. So what is meaning of non-linearity? Any kind of operation it would perform in a non-linear manner, which means it won't to perform in a sequence manner. According to the situation, it would be skipped some steps. Clear? What is a linear linear processing? Linear processing in the sense any kind of job can be executed in step by step or sequence manner. Okay, that is the linearity. So non-linearity means okay, based on the job, it may choose any kind of algorithm or any kind of model internally, isn't it? So that is the non-linearity, one of the property of neural network. Okay, it is neural network is made up of an interconnection of non-linear nerves. Which means the nerve system is made in the form of non-linear, right? It is a highly important property to do any kind of task, to perform any kind of task. Okay, uh, fastly, right? Coming to the second one, input output mapping. Input output mapping in the sense here each task consists of a unique input signal, isn't it? So for every task, here we are have a unique input signal, and based on that, it would produce a corresponding response based on the input signal, isn't it? So based on the input signals, we are not supplying the data of what regularly whatever we are sending. I mean, regular kind of things. It may be to day, different to situation, isn't it? So a human being may face different situations in day-to-day life, isn't it? In the same manner, here also we are supplying some unique input signals to that particular neural network. So according to that, it would reply. It would reply and it will show some kind of results like a human being. So there is a relation, which means that there is a cooperation between input and the output is mandatory, isn't it? So that is about second point. Coming to the third one, adaptivity. This neural network can adapt any kind of changes in the surrounding environment, like human being, isn't it? So a human being, in general situation, a human being can adapt any kind of situation. Then only he may be happy. If he adapt any kind of situation, then he will be happy every day, every minute, or in future, isn't it? If you are not adjust the things, then you may face some problems. You can't overcome that situation, isn't it? Better to adapt any kind of situations in your life. In the same manner, this neural network is also ready to accept any kind of situation or any kind of input. Okay, then it produce the output based on the given input, isn't it? So this is the one of the property or characteristic capacity of a neural network. Coming to the fourth one is evidential response. Evidential response in the sense based on the past experiences or the evidences, it would show some confidence results or confident decisions, right? That is called a evidential response. If we have given one situation means, so how this situation is handled by ourselves in olden days or otherwise somebody, our elders or our brothers, anybody, how they were handled this kind of situations. Okay, if you think in such a manner, that is called evidential response. Based on their past experience, you are going to handle the situations, present situation, right? Then you will take some confident decisions based on that, right? That is called evidential response here. And next one is contextual information knowledge. Okay, it has some contextual information knowledge. Means this knowledge is based on the situation. Okay, it is which kind of situation and how you are going to overcome this situation. It can provide this kind of information to us, right? That is the one of the property. Next, coming to the situation. Next one, fault tolerance. Okay, if any kind of errors would occur, how it can solve those faults or errors. Why? Because it has some inbuilt hardware system, isn't it? A machine has some hardware system. It may be, when the faults may be related to a software or related to a hardware. If some kind of faults or errors may occur, how it is going to handle those faults? Okay, I mean, faults recovery system may be included into this neural network, right? So it has error-free or fault-tolerance system. And next one, VLSI implementability. So VLSI implementability in the sense it's a very large-scale integrated technology is implemented into this neural network system. It can handle the complex problems. It is going to solve the complex problem in a hierarchical manner. Okay, this kind of things also included into in our artificial neural network. And coming to the last point, uniformity of analysis and design. So it would take some universal um, rules or universal things to analyze some data and to perform some kind of designs or to process the given information. It would follow the universal rules for information processing or analysis. Based on that, it would perform some kind of designs here, right? Okay, this is about today's class. Hope you understand the class.